Hi there, my name's Ray, and I just really wanted to talk to you all about birth and particularly about some of the services that I provide that can help with birth. Now, I'm not a doula or a midwife, I'm an energy therapist, so I'm talking about the birth energy. So, just so you get a bit of a sense of what I mean by birth energy, um, basically, we're all made with a natural state of energy, which gets imprinted during different events in our lives, where we start to believe certain things and make sense of the world and our relationships around us. So, birth is really, really fundamental in how we develop our beliefs about ourselves, how we understand ourselves, and how we understand others, and just how we interact and experience the world around us. Um, so I've had obviously I've been born, so I've had my own personal experience of a birth, which was a little bit traumatic, to be honest. And then I had two of my own children, each with completely different birth experiences. And those experiences have basically shaped us and affected who we are. Now, I also have training. My undergrad is in social welfare. I have postgrad studies in psychotherapy and counselling, and I've done specialised courses along the way in specialised couples counselling, acceptance and commitment therapy, and energy healing. So much of what I'm talking about comes from my personal experience, but also in what I've learnt in my degrees and in my many years of work and experience in counselling and welfare fields. So I really want to talk about how the energy of birth, but also many of our early life experiences, how they can change us, and how that imprints and changes our expression of energy. So, we have a term that we call psychological reversal. It's basically a belief that we've adopted that sits within our energy system that's not exactly true I believe that everybody knows their own truth. Everybody has in their perfect energy state a sense of truth of who they are, but things come up throughout life, particularly in our childhood, especially in our experience of early relationships under the age of 3. And as I said, especially birth, because birth is our first experience. And those experiences that we've had lead to particular beliefs, which get imprinted in our energy system, and those imprints affect the way that the energy is flowing and expressed throughout our body. And basically, it means that we will look for things that confirm and reinforce those beliefs that we have within our energy. Now, which is great if those beliefs are positive and true, and if we've had a sense of the truth and have confirmed the truth throughout our life. But for many of us, we've had experiences that have put imprints that aren't true. So you can't have an imprint that's true. Basically, the truth is the truth. But if there are things that have come up that are not quite right, the psychological reversals, we start to believe things that are not exactly true. So that happens early in life. After that, after we've adopted those negative untruths, things that are psychological reversals, we then project that in our energy, and we actually attract and create situations and people that reinforce those beliefs back to us. So those psychological reversals, and as I said, they're the things that we've believed to be true that aren't actually true. So some examples of some negative ones would be if you've had an experience when you were very small of crying and crying and nobody was there for you, then you may have a belief that nobody is there for me, there is no point in crying anymore. So, or there's something wrong with me, those kinds of beliefs is what I'm talking about. So if you do have those particular beliefs, you project that in your energy, and you'll actually come across situations that confirm those beliefs about you. So you'll find that people aren't there for you, that you call for help and it doesn't seem to come to you. And those beliefs, those psychological reversals, then get hardwired within your energy system, and they start affecting lots of different areas. Like, you can imagine the brain as, it's kind of interwoven. So you may experience that with in relationships with your parent, you may experience that in relationships in your adult life, you may experience that with money, where you don't feel that money is supporting to you, that you can't ask for money, that you can't receive money. You may project that in so many different ways. So basically, I offer some healing packages that can help, and the reason I'm sharing it in this group is because I understand that you all have an understanding of those important relationships early in life. So I have a few different healing packages that can help, but the one I really want to focus on in this group is the birth clearing package, because I'm running a special on it at the moment. So it's all the details are on my website. But the reason I'm focusing on birth particularly is because birth is our first experience. And when I do birth clearings, I can include your own personal birth and your experience of conception and gestation as well. But it may also be the birth of your child. The package is for 3 sessions, so it's really, we would be, whatever energy comes up and whatever it is that needs to be addressed, we will be focusing on those things within those 3 sessions. If it is that we don't have a lot of time to go through all the births of your children, if you've got many children or whatever, then you can extend the package and purchase more sessions. But in the 3 sessions, you should get a really good understanding of who you are and unblock some of those negative psychological reversals, align your energy so it's running to its truest state, and start to project more positive relationships. I work in a very empowering sort of way with people, so I like to teach you how to heal yourself. So my technique is not, it's why I'm calling it energy therapy, because it's not really psychotherapy, although I use that modality because that's my background. I use all the modalities that I've been trained in this sort of session work that I do. But I'm calling it energy therapy because it is very focused on identifying very quickly where those beliefs were formed throughout your life and going to that at the root cause to clear that out of your energy system. So I teach you ways that you can do that. Now, energy therapy, like there's lots of different energy modalities. So kinesiology, Reiki, lots of different ones. I don't put my hands on you, but I teach you some hands-on techniques that you do on yourself. And I provide quite a lot of resources and information so that you can do your own healing journey. If you want to do more of your healing journey in session with me, then you can just pay the session prices and come in and do that long-term work with me. But if it's that you want to learn the strategies and you feel like that you are comfortable to do those on yourself without that extra support, then you will learn what you need to within the sessions, and you can apply that to your life. So I really believe that we spend a lot of time putting our trust in this society. We put our trust a lot outside of ourselves, to doctors or psychologists or whoever it is to diagnose and treat us, onto medications and stuff. Now, I don't have any, medications have their place, I do believe that they can be helpful. So I'm not an anti-medication person. I just believe that every health problem is an energy problem. So it's just whether you just work on the energy or whether you use a combination or whether you use just medication, whatever. But I believe that what is unique about energy therapy is that it goes to the root and clears it rather than trying to work with the symptoms. Some of those thoughts and beliefs are just symptoms of an underlying psychological reversal. So your thoughts are just energy, your beliefs, your patterns, your way of relating to people is all just evidence and the way that the energy is expressing itself. But the root cause is where I'll be taking the work, the therapy with you guys, is working on the root to unblock it at the root so that the energy can flow more freely, and you're then able to attract more positive things that line up with the values and who you want to be as a person. So I'm really excited about this. You can probably see I'm very passionate about it. It is something that I've spent all of my adult career in learning about and helping people. So it's something that I feel really strongly about. And if you feel that this is there's something that's hitting home for you, something that feels true for you, and you feel like that you're being led to work with me, then I encourage you to check out my website and book in some sessions with me. My website is no more, so with a K, nomoresayless.com. I'll provide a link in this description as well. So I look forward to meeting you, to hearing your birth stories and helping you to unblock anything that's not serving you now and align you back with your truth so that you can express yourself truthfully and you can reflect the positive energies that are true for you deep down. So thank you so much for watching. I don't think there's anything more I need to say at this stage, but if you have any questions, feel free to get in contact with me either via the website or send me a message. I would be really honored to support you in this process. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah, get in touch if you feel to. Bye.